Hello and welcome to today's version of the Screening Room. We'll be discussing BattleBots today, so a little bit of robot fighting action. Emily's going to start us off with her movie.
A gritty, bare-fisted action ride set in the near future, where the sport of boxing has become high-tech. Real Steel, starring Hugh Jackman as Charlie Kenton, a washed-up fighter who's lost his chance at the title when 2,000-pound, 8-foot-tall robots have took over the ring. Now, nothing but a small promoter, Charlie earns nothing more than just a bit of money piecing together bits of robots from scrap metal to get from ring to ring, venue to venue during underground events. When Charlie hits rock bottom, he reluctantly teams up with his estranged son Max, Dakota Goyo, to build and train a championship contender. What type of contender, you may ask? Well, a robot, of course. Before I give too much away about this unique robot named Adam, let's check out that trailer.
Charlie, where is my money?
Buddy, I got your money. It's right. Good. But
Charlie,
you're losing your belt.
Wait, Charlie, I can't hear what you're saying.
What was he like? As a boxer? Charlie was the top contender, #2 in the world. Then the fight game changed.
I'm coming with you.
No, you're not.
I'm either coming with you or you're fishing for your keys in the sewer. Oh my god, that was close. Whoa!
Stubborn kid. This ain't a video game. This is for real. Let's make some money! I just need a little loan.
As much as I like you, dude, you're a bad bet, brother.
Give it up, Charlie. You got nothing left.
What are we looking for?
Anything I could use to put a fighting robot together.
I think there's a whole robot in there.
Never seen anything like it before.
Can we get him a fight?
He's a sparring bot, built to take a lot of hits, but never dishing out any real punishment.
His name is Adam. Get him a fight.
You know you're bringing him home in pieces, right?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! He's smaller and weaker, and he's gonna get his ass kicked.
I need you to teach him to box.
Are you kidding me?
You know this fight game inside and out. He needs your moves, your commands.
I can't.
Yes, you can.
And I know I've done all kinds of wrong by this kid. I just like to do one thing right. Right uppercut!
Great fight, fellas.
Remember this name, Adam. This bot is one to watch.
I'm trying to see a better side to you here, Charlie.
It's not easy. This is what it's all about.
We can't win, can we?
Well, as you can see, the robot that you saw that is Max's, his name is Adam. And Adam has some interesting features that no other robot has. It's called shadow function. So whatever Max does, Adam does. And this is a unique trait that carries out to actually help him almost win. I'm not going to give too much information away. The last battle against Zeus. So after seeing that trailer, I would say that this movie is good for all ages. There is the young character named Max, and then there's a little bit of romance, and of course there's robots. So, I mean, who wouldn't want to watch this movie? So guys, my name's Emily, and we have some other people here today.
Yeah, my name's Katie.
And I'm Thomas.
Just a little overzealous about the robot battle day.
Excited.
And I have a question for you guys. What do you guys think about Real Steel?
It's very, well, I mean, it's a hyper-extended version of Rock'em Sock'em Robots. I mean, that's essentially what the movie is. It's just do-do-do-do-do. Whoever knocks that up first wins kind of thing. So I don't know. Tom, what did you think?
You want my honest opinion?
Yes.
I
yes.
feel like Hugh Jackman was just, you know, he was just milking out for a little extra cash. And I was not a fan of the movie at all.
Well, if it wasn't Hugh Jackman, like who else?
I don't know. The movie itself was strange.
It was strange.
It was strange, to be honest. Like that scene in the beginning with the bullfighting, I wasn't... It threw me for a loop for the rest of the movie, so...
Yeah, so what Tom is talking about, there's this scene, and it's called the bullfighting, which I believe takes place at the zoo. So Max, he's gonna go out and he bets to, like, he's like, oh, I'll win, and like to win $1,000 and whatnot. So he knocks up this robot and whatnot, and you think that that's a little bit over the top.
It was, yeah. Yeah, it was not believable, so...
Okay, this movie is definitely action, so if you get sucked into movies like me, you're just going to watch it for like 2 hours straight, and then you'll watch it and be like, oh, that was a really good movie, and then you'll forget about it.
It was kind of forgettable, very cliche. You have the father who doesn't pay attention to his kid. You have the kid that's like so excited to be with the father, and then you have the kid who finds this middle ground with the father. So in this case, having the fighting robot, having the shadow function in the robot. So it's just very, it's cliche. And then I'm just going to spoil alert here. At the end, when Zeus is fighting Adam, Zeus ends up winning by the judge's call, and then Adam wins the People's Hero Award. And it's just like, oh my gosh, like, can you teach little kids, like, oh, you're always going to win. You're going to win the People's Heroes. It's just very, like, little kid based for me. I mean, that sounds harsh, but for a robot fighting movie,
Definitely. I do like the idea of having robots someday just walk in the streets and whatnot. I don't know.
robot fights,
It could be a
Hey.
healthy relationship for the father and son, bonding over
Bonding
robot
over-
violence.
Yeah, right? Oh, I wonder which one's going to knock the other one's lights out. Yeah, son, get him, get him. I don't know. In the future, that's what we're going to do. Instead of like, oh, let's go down to the theater on Friday. Oh, no, let's go watch the robot fight. Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that is interesting. This movie does take place in the near future, and it's interesting how movies always seem to take place. It's like, oh, it's 2024, and it's like that's not going to happen in 10 years.
Yeah, just setting high expectations.
Yeah, high expectations of our technology, but I'm sure that we will see a few more things in movies that seem extreme, and then maybe we'll be surprised. Maybe there'll be robots walking the streets these days.
So we're actually going to take a quick break. We're going to go do a WMCM promo, and we'll see you in a couple minutes.
Hey, can't find what you're looking for?
What?
You can find what you're looking for and more at WMCM. WMCM TV has plenty of shows you can view at your pleasure. There's Profile, where we interview people throughout the community. Or, if you like sports, we have Sports Talk Live and Sports Scene. And if you're into celebrity gossip, that's why we have Afternoon Delight.
Well, that all looks great, but I'm on a computer, not a TV. I bet you guys don't have a way for me to watch this stuff on a computer.
Oh, we have that covered too. Just go to WMCMTV.com for all the updates.
Wow, that solves all my problems. Thanks, WMCM Genie.
All right, we're going from one major robot to a bunch of to a team of fighting robots. My name's Katie, and I'm going to preview Transformers for you all. So in the Transformers first movie, we see Sam Witwicky, a normal high school student, and he is struggling in the popularity game, struggling in the women game, and his father takes him to buy an old Camaro. Little does Sam know that this Camaro actually is a nice new Camaro named Bumblebee, and Bumblebee is a sworn protector of the human race, along with his band of other Autobots, and they go on a whirlwind adventure to protect the human race against the evil clan of Decepticons. Before I give too much away, let's look at the trailer.
Whatever fell out of the sky ended up right behind
Here it sounded like several sonic booms.
At 0900, Soxon Forward Operations Base in Qatar was attacked. The only lead we have is this sound.
MH3 pilot, power down now. Have your crew step out or we will kill you.
God.
This Michael Bay production obviously featured tons of explosions, romance, and of course, as you saw, tons and tons of robots. The fighting action is just amazing. I would definitely recommend this movie to any family and just like your group of friends, you know, however you want to see it. And honestly, the visual qualities of the movie were great. I mean, the CGI, all of the performances by the actors and whatnot. I thought it was such a well-done movie. I would definitely recommend it. It's one of my, you know, top 5. What do you guys think about it?
Well, I've actually never made it through a one of those movies. Transformers, never have. But when I do see a blue semi-truck, I think of Optimus Prime. That's pretty much all I gotta say. It's just too long. The first movie was way too long to maintain my attention, and I tried to see it a few times and just slept right through it.
Oh my gosh. What?
Good for you. That's what I say.
Oh my gosh.
They're overrated. He's a terrible director, and the series has gone to heck, all right?
Okay.
4 movies, and it's the same thing. It's the same thing every movie.
Yes, but it's the same awesome thing every movie.
It's ridiculous.
No, it's ridiculously awesome.
In my opinion, 2007 Transformers was the beginning of the decline of the movie industry as we know it.
Wow.
This is one of those movies that did great internationally, was terrible in the United States. That's
because the international people know what's up. United States don't know anything, doesn't know anything.
Perhaps if they would just had the first movie and then ended it there, maybe it wouldn't have been so bad.
Okay. So, like, I'll give you that much. Like, continuing this series kind of declined. I mean, the 4th one I haven't even seen because it just looked kind of dumb. But, like, the first one, it was just, like, the classic. I mean, you got the old Camaro. He was, like, things can't get any worse. And then all of a sudden, Bumblebee transforms into this beautiful 2008 Chevy Camaro, like, beautiful car. And then all of a sudden, all of the robots start fighting, and you meet Optimus Prime, and he's so cool. Like, no, it's great. You guys just, no. You got to watch it. You got to stay through.
I've seen parts.
Speaking of Camaro, I've never seen a movie with so much advertising.
Oh, okay.
It's everywhere.
Yeah. Well, it was a show created to sell toys, as we can see. Yeah, so
it's a great series.
One of my 150 personal collections. So don't even hate. Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I only saw parts of the first 2 Transformers movies, and wasn't there 2 different chicks there? Like in every movie, is there just a different chick? I just don't know.
The first one and the second one had Megan Fox, and then the third one, and I haven't seen the 4th one yet. The 3rd one has Rosalie Huntington Whiteley in it, who's a Victoria's Secret model who I like a lot better than Megan Fox. Like, talk about, I mean, if you're looking at the hot or not scale, not Megan Fox, hot Rosalie Huntington Whiteley. Like, I will admit that. Amazing. So, I mean, I don't know.
Okay, it was definitely the 3rd one that I saw then. I just got the order mixed up completely.
Okay,
maybe that's why I was completely lost, because I just went from 1 to 3.
Oh, the second one's kind of forgettable. The second one was all about the All-Sparks, and it was, like, going back to, like, the prehistoric time. It wasn't, like, the dinosaur prehistoric, but it was going back to, like, when ancient tribes first, you know, lived on the land, and the Transformers first came and visited, and all this kind of stuff. But, you know, the first one is just a classic. Like, I go back and watch that, and my friends are in the other room watching The Notebook, and I'm watching Transformers, so I'm, like, okay with it, you know? good.
That's just
Got
the way
everything.
Katie does things.
Yeah. No Nicholas Sparks for me. Just Transformers.
What do you think about Shia LaBeouf as
Oh
the
God.
actor?
God, whiny as heck.
Is he?
Oh my gosh.
No.
Yeah, exactly. And he screams
Oh.
like a little girl, and just like no, they could have done so much better. They should have replaced Shia with LaBeouf. They should have Josh Duhamel play the
His
part
career should have ended years ago.
with what was it, Even Stevens and
Yes.
Coles.
Right then, it should just stop.
Right there, I agree. I totally agree.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones, also terrible. We're going to get back with a UWL promo right after this.
At the University of Wisconsin-La Crosse, surround yourself with potential. Surround yourself with lifelong friends. Step on campus and be welcomed with a friendly smile. It's just like home. Surround yourself with nature's beauty. Nestled in western Wisconsin's driftless area, it's perfect for learning. Hike the bluffs, bike the marsh, soar. Surround yourself with challenging academics. Our motto is Men's Corpus Gay, Latin for mind and body. Experience a whole education. Conduct research. Surround yourself with distinction. Surround yourself with UW-La Crosse.
Welcome back to the screening room here at WMCM Studios. Our next film is Pacific Rim, directed by Guillermo del Toro, who is the director for Hellboy 1 and 2, Pan's Labyrinth, and he's actually on the screenplay for The Hobbit, believe it or not. But this movie scored a 7.1 on the Internet Movie Database, which is a pretty reasonable score. It clocks in at about a minute, or 2 hours and 12 minutes. And it's really, this is a great sci-fi movie. It has to do with an interdimensional portal opening up in the bottom of the Pacific, and giant aliens emerge and take over Earth. And about a decade after, there's giant robots fighting them. And the trailer is going to be up in just a second, and it will blow your mind. So here's the trailer.
Stars. But it came from deep beneath the Pacific.
What the hell is going on?
The first kaiju made land in San Francisco. The second attack hit Manila. Then the third one hit Cabo. And then we learned this was not going to stop. In order to fight monsters, we created monsters of our own. We needed a new weapon. The Jaeger program was born. Two pilots, our minds, our memories, connected. And man and machine become one.
Today, at the edge of our hope, at the end of our time, we've chosen to believe in each other. The day we face the monsters that are at our door, today we are canceling the apocalypse.
It is pretty cool.
Pacific Rim.
Visually explosive. Pacific Rim is by far one of the most, I don't even know how to describe it. It's a masterpiece of visual CGI and just how it all comes together artistically. It's a great movie, visually. The plot and the actors were lacking. This movie, it made about $100 million in USA markets, but it was triple that international markets, and you can really see why. It really is a solid sci-fi movie. There's a part about drifting, which is cerebral, like integration with another person's mind. That kind of adds a little thickener to the plot, and without that, the movie would really be terrible. Like you will absolutely hate the actors, and the plot will just seem to drag on forever. But then when the aliens and robots come up, you'll be blown away. This movie did so well, they're actually making a second one in 2017. So this is an original take on a conventional sci-fi idea. What do you guys think about this movie?
Godzilla times 500, essentially. Godzilla is considered a kaiju in like the Japanese culture or in like in Asian culture and whatnot. But just having one after another after another after another of the Godzilla movies, and then having essentially the same thing in Pacific Rim, it was just kind of like it was okay. It wasn't a great. It wasn't my favorite.
I would say visually, like my mind was blown just watching the trailer. That just to watch it, I would enjoy it.
Just watch it.
Just
the trailer.
Yeah, just the whole movie. Otherwise, I guess you don't have to pay much attention to the plot and just be like, wow, this is really well put together visually.
It just kind of reminds me, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Attack on Titan series. It's like an anime. But it's literally just like humans v giant monsters.
I have seen that one, yeah. Okay.
And it's just like they just keep coming and coming and coming, and it's like this devastating story, and it's like the same thing with the kaiju. With the Pacific Rim. They have the Jaegers, which are like kind of even out the playing field. The Jaegers are the giant robots that humans control to battle against the kaiju. But it's just kind of like, oh, it's another human devastation story. Yeah.
Fun fact, that actually translates to hunter in German. I found that out.
Jaeger? Yeah.
Which was a pretty cool idea, but
it's like Darth Vader, where it's like Dark Father. Using all those German words. What's it with the German movie thing? But yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting movie, interesting concept. Excited to see what the second one holds, though. Hopefully they'll kind of expand on it a little bit more, especially with that. You said, what was it? The shared memory,
drifting,
drifting or whatever. Kind of like the Inception concept of it.
I wouldn't say that far.
No, not that far.
I think the only reason they included it was because the plot was so dry. At the ending of the movie, like the main character's on this raft, and you think they're going to make out. And then they look at the helicopter, and nothing happens. It's kind of a letdown, but it's a weird movie. It really is strange.
So it's safe to say that there's like lack of romance.
There's a lack of a lot of things.
Lack of a lot of things.
So between the three movies that we chose about robots, it really seems like we're just really downing our movies that we chose.
Well, you can't beat Transformers. I'm sorry. You guys, you guys might hate on it, but it's all time. It's the number one.
Who enjoys giant robots more than young 10-year-old boys? That's really what the market is. It's young boys. Yeah, it's young boys with a bagel bite sticking out of their mouth and kind of, oh boy, giant robots! They're really excited about this. These are all, let's be honest, these are terrible movies. None of these movies will ever make it to the top 250 on Internet Movie Database at all.
So what would be your idea of a decent movie then?
A decent robot movie?
Or like not necessarily like robot, but like something that you would...
Well, I thought I, Robot was actually an alright movie.
Oh, okay.
For robots, it was a pretty good movie.
But that's not exactly like a family-friendly movie.
It was kind of a family-friendly movie.
Well, not really.
There were some of them like family robots. They'd help around the house, and, cut up vegetables for you, deliver your mail.
Save the wrong person out of a drowning car.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's a good point to make. But.
No, family-friendly robot movie, Iron Giant. And probably one of the best movies in the history of robot movies. You just can't beat it.
That was a good movie. And is there an Iron Giant 2?
I don't know, but I didn't see it if there is.
Okay.
Because you can't, the first one was just too amazing.
Yeah. But they did set it up for a second one.
They did?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because he exploded at the end, and then his parts all came together.
Yeah, his finger was moving. He kept his finger, then the finger just kept on moving. I could have swore there was a second one. We should look that up.
The second one? Yeah, definitely. For sure. Another robot movie. Anything that you would like that would be better than the 3 that we picked today?
Okay, I really do not watch that many movies, but there's this one, and maybe I could describe it, and you guys can tell me what it is. It's this robot who lives for 200 years, and he becomes a human being.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. This is an AI, is that it?
Maybe.
With Jude Law? Yeah, that's a really sad movie.
Yeah, it is very
really
sad.
sad.
It is.
I think I cried at the end of that movie. I'm not kidding.
But for a robot, it's a robot, so it's a robot movie. I would say
that's probably the best.
It's a creative movie.
There's that Robin Williams Bicentennial Man. That's another great movie. I've never
Terminator with the Schwarzenegger.
seen it. Family friendly.
I'll be back. Oh, yeah, I don't know. So, anyways, I mean, speaking of good movies, these are ones that you should watch. And during this time, we'll look at that WMCM promo.
Hey, can't find what you're looking for?
What?
You can find what you're looking for and more at WMCM. WMCM TV has plenty of shows you can view at your pleasure. There's Profile, where we interview people throughout the community. Or if you like sports, we have Sports Talk Live and Sports Scene. And if you're into celebrity gossip, that's why we have Afternoon Delight.
Well, that all looks great, but I'm on a computer, not a TV. I bet you guys don't have a way for me to watch this stuff on a computer.
Oh, we have that covered too. Just go to WMCMTV.com for all the updates.
Wow, that solves all my problems. Thanks, WMCM Genie.
And now we're back. So now we're going to go over some movies that are local in theaters and on DVD and at the Rib, just so that you guys, if you want to watch movies, you'll know what's out there. So taking a look at what's out there in theaters right now, The Maze Runner. And if you guys know any of these movies, please explain more. Let's Be Cops. This is where I leave you. Do you know Let's Be Cops?
No, the Let's Be Cops, it's more of like a dude movie. It's like a Hangover, essentially like the Hangover. It's very like, it's 2 guys, they dress up for Halloween as cops, and then all of a sudden people are like listening to them as if they were authority figures, and then they keep the costumes and they just act like as if they were cops, and of course they have like the tragic downfall and then picking themselves back up. But it's totally like a dude movie, just very, you know, one of those Hangover style movies.
Oh, okay. The Equalizer, A Walk Among the Tombstones. And Dolphin Tale 2. Never heard of Dolphin Tale 1, have you?
I've never heard of any of these.
The Dolphin Tale 1 was about a dolphin. I think it was based on a true story. It was with Drew Barrymore. And anyway, they just saved a dolphin with the tail that was missing. Coming soon to theaters, we have Gone with the Wind, Annabelle, The Best of Me, and The Judge. The only one I'm familiar here is Gone with the Wind. I don't know if they're like
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Yeah, so this is you.
For recent DVDs, The Fault in Our Stars, They Came Together, Neighbors, Godzilla, The Calling, and Captain America, The Winter Soldier.
Ooh, Neighbors is supposed to be really funny. That's with Zac Efron, and then he moves. He is in a fraternity, and then there's a couple that moves in next to us. I think it's Jason Segel. I'm not sure.
And now at the Riv, 100-Foot Journey, Magic in the Moonlight, Jersey Boys, Planes, Fire and Rescue, and of course, Ghostbusters. Gotta see that.
Ghostbusters, that's hilarious. Oh my gosh.
This Friday, actually, they're showing The Godfather Remastered at the Riv.
Like the whole series?
From
like
9/25. I believe it's the first one.
Just the first one?
Yeah.
Okay, well that'd be something kind of cool
The
to
first
see.
Godfather.
Remastered, so what does that mean? It just is better quality or something?
Just really a clear shot of Marlon Brando's face.
Well, if you want to check it out, go to the Rib, which is downtown La Crosse.
Yeah, it's a nice venue too. I mean, you got the theaters, you got, you know, you can order pizza, be in the Italian theme, whatnot. So I definitely would check it out if you're going to be downtown. Anyway, thank you for joining us on this week's Screening Room. We'll see you next week. Stay classy.